So we all know that Donald Trump is absolutely terrified right now of going to prison and of getting sued for tons and tons of money, and he is making desperate legal arguments. And so today, in a court document, in court, Donald Trump basically said, I have absolute immunity, that because I was president, everything I did while president, and maybe beyond that, makes me absolutely immune to legal consequences. In this case, he's talking particularly about the Eric Swalwell lawsuit against Donald Trump that's being supported by other members of Congress, where they're basically suing Trump, the individual, for damages, saying that when Donald Trump sicked his thugs on the Capitol on January 6th, he caused damages to all sorts of people, and Trump must pay on a personal basis. It's similar to the lawsuit you're seeing from the Capitol Hill police, where at least a couple Capitol Hill police officers are suing Donald Trump, saying that when you sicked your thugs on the Capitol, you caused us physical and emotional damage that we have yet to recover from, and that's going to take money to recover from. And so Trump is basically saying that anything I did, I'm above the law. Like, this really is Donald Trump saying loud and clear that he feels he is like a god and the rest of us are mere mortals. This is him saying that I'm too rich and I'm too powerful and I'm too above you regular humans to face the consequences that you should face. And while this so far only applies to the civil lawsuit based around Swalwell, and so it's not necessarily based on his criminal charges yet, you can damn well believe Donald Trump will make the same argument, that if he's rung up on charges of tax fraud, and if the Trump Organization criminal charges hit him, or if there are charges related to his interference with Raffensperger in Georgia, he will say that if any of this was done while I was president, but even before, I have immunity because the separation of powers require that the president is above being held accountable by either the Congress or the judiciary. And so Donald Trump is really making a play for open fascism here. This really is it. This really is Donald Trump going to make the argument in the courts, and he has some friendly judges, that because he was once president, even after he's president, he is forever protected from any legal consequences, and that any charges against him, be they civil, be they criminal, be they a mixture, are a fundamental violation of his rights and the Constitution. And it's likely BS. I don't buy this. I'd be very surprised if this argument works. Look, there might be a judge that says that Donald Trump is found not guilty on some of his charges, but I don't know if they will simply throw them out on the virtue of him being a former president. But you can see this man's plan. Use the power of the presidency, even if that power doesn't exist, to justify his crimes, win again in 2024, which again, you might not want it to be likely, you might not want it to be possible, but it is possible, and he is the favorite to be the Republican nominee, and then never allow another fair election again, and never allow any consequences for him and his family and anyone in the Trump sycophantic circle. This is a dangerous time. You might laugh this out of office, but this is a fascist saying he's above the law. We know how this ends, and it's never pretty.